Okay guys, so in this video, we're going to be going through an AQA A-level chemistry past paper question. This is from the MCQ, the multiple choice section of paper 3. And this is an amount of substance calculation. It just involves some organic knowledge of incomplete combustion, but that's not really important. So let's read the question then. The following equation shows the incomplete combustion of propene, and we're given an equation here. What mass of carbon is formed in milligrams when the incomplete combustion of 3 times 10 to the minus 3 mole of propene takes place? Now, I'm going to put two molar equations on the screen here. Hopefully both of these you know off by heart. So they're going to be N equals M over MR or N equals CV. These are the two equations you must remember, so I'll box them up. And the one you choose to use for your calculation will depend on what variables are given in the question. So we're going to use the first one, N equals M over MR, because we're not given a concentration and we're not given a volume, but we're asked to find a mass, okay? So our calculation is going to involve mass in some way. So if we look at our equation given here, what is the molar ratio? It's really simple, guys. It's just the coefficient in front. So it's 2 to 3 to 6 to 6. So then we've got a 2 to 6 molar ratio between the propene and the carbon, because we're interested in what is the mass of the carbon, but they've given us the moles of propene, okay? Therefore, the moles of carbon is going to be the first thing we're looking at here, and that's given us 3 times 10 to the minus 3. Okay, so all we have to do here is times the moles of propene by 3, and that's because it's in a 2 to 6 molar ratio. Now you may be thinking, if you're not too good at maths, why 3? And that's simply because we can reduce the 2 to 6 ratio down to a 1 to 3. Okay, so I just thought I'd explain that if you weren't too sure. Now plug that into your calculator, and this is going to give you an answer of 9 times 10 to the minus 3. So what do we do next then? So we have our moles of carbon. Now we want to rearrange the expression to make mass the subject. So it's just going to be mass equals moles times MR. So then let's plug our values in. So we're going to have moles, 9 times 10 to the minus 3. We just worked that out. Multiplied by the MR of carbon, which is 12. So putting that in your calculator, you'll get an answer of 0.108. There's a really important thing here. What are our units of mass for this equation? Can you remember? It's grams, okay? It's really important that you remember this, grams, okay? But they've asked us, what is the mass in milligrams? So we just need to convert grams into milligrams, which is simple, times by 1,000, okay? So therefore, our mass of carbon, if we multiply this 0.108 by 1,000, is going to be 108. So 108 milligrams. So if we look at what our responses can be, none of them say 108. Okay, so they've given it as standard form, which is going to be our 1.08 times 10 to the 2, and that is our final answer. Hopefully, if you don't even really know standard form, you can just guess that one because it's the closest one to 108, but there we go. So that's the end of the video. I hope you found it helpful. Like the video if you did, it really helps the channel grow. Subscribe for future content and comment any questions down below. Best of luck with your revision and upcoming exams, guys. Peace.